Bogacki, a retired care assistant, backed Britain's Labour Party in the summer in the hope it would end the chaos that marked British politics in recent years. She now says she feels betrayed.
I feel betrayed because they say one thing and do another, but I know all politicians do that. But I thought they would be different, and they're not.
Bogacki lives in South West Norfolk, an area that saw the largest ever swing from the Conservatives to the now governing Labour at a general election. In one of the biggest surprises of election night, former Prime Minister Liz Truss was ousted as the area's Member of Parliament after support for her collapsed. Almost 4 months later, some of those voters who switched parties expressed regret before the government's first budget next week, with apprehension about big tax rises, the government's recent austere tone, and fears the party will not control illegal immigration.
Well, I really and truly, I just think he's attacking everybody who's worked all their life hard and saved money, and they're just trying to attack us for saving money, I think. And they're not looking after the people who really need it, like the disabled.
I think it's ridiculous, honestly. I can't believe I can't believe how bad they are. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, it's just a circus full of clowns, isn't it?
Well, obviously, they've now said they've discovered another great big black hole, but there's not really short of money. They're over-promised. And who believes a political promise anyway? It's a bit naive, but yeah, most old gits like me are, yeah. Luckily, I don't have to worry about what the Prime Minister does, and as long as he don't interfere with the ISAs, I'll be quite happy to leave things as they are.
In South West Norfolk, which is largely rural, white, elderly, Brexit-backing, and had been a Conservative stronghold for 60 years, voters accused Labour of substituting its message of hope, which it campaigned on, for one of pessimism. Labour swept to power with a promise to rebuild Britain in July's election, ending 14 years of often tumultuous Conservative government. But Prime Minister Keir Starmer has already been forced to change some of his top officials following rows over donations, cuts to welfare spending, and plummeting poll ratings. According to one opinion poll, Labour now only leads the Conservative Party by a single point, compared with about 20 percentage points before the election. The government's political honeymoon, if ever there was one, is over.
I think their first 100 days probably hasn't been great. I think in terms of the budget, I'm a bit worried because I think that they'll raise taxes. I think national insurance might go up. I've got a mortgage. I've got a son, unfortunately, that still lives with me. So I think everyone's going to kind of feel the pinch, if I'm honest.
I think things to do with the war, although it's great to help, but when it's like millions leaving the country, when there's so many things wrong with the country, especially our healthcare system, like our friends who are nurses, doctors, what they get is absolutely ridiculous for the hours that they're working, for the things that they have to go through. If you worked in a hospital, you know it's not just healthcare. You're dealing with people's mental health. It's so many long hours and strenuous things. I think the wages need to be raised a lot more. And if we're paying tax, we should see our tax being used.
I'm not sure what direction it's going in because, like with anything with government, they always have to take over what's last come over. So even if they are trying to actually correct their mistakes from their predecessors, we're not going to see that change happen immediately.
Reuters spoke to passers-by in Thetford, a picturesque market town in southwest Norfolk, to assess the mood before the budget. Every voter wanted better public services, but many were reluctant to pay more taxes to fund them. If Labour cannot find a way to satisfy voters, many young and old said they may turn to Nigel Farage's anti-immigration reform party, set in 2018, rather than return to the Conservatives.